There's that Toby dog sleeping on the ground. What's up, buddy boy? Hey, buddy. You are filthy. Maremma's in mud season. It's a tough go of it. Come on, let's go for a walk. What you smelling for, Toby? Any signs of predators? Huh? Toby likes to check around here in the mornings for signs of predators of some sort. You know, I've often been asked about predators ever since we got our livestock guardian dog here on the farm. Given the fact that we had such an aggressive bobcat roaming the farm this past fall, and we've had issues over the winter with bobcats in the past, people have been asking me if we've had to contend with predator pressure still, and is it still that bad? And to be honest, it's gotten much better. You know, I regularly walk the property, just looking and observing and seeing how the land changes and see how it does in the depth of winter, see how it does here in the early days of spring. And, you know, particularly in the winter when you have all the tracks and you can be looking for stuff, I have not seen any evidence of the bobcat coming back, at least so far. Knock on wood. Hey, Toby, come. Come here, buddy. Check this out for me, huh? What's in there? What is that? Something's in there, I can tell. You can see some of the very last of the snow that we have on the ground right now. Probably melt away today. Not that we can't get more snow, just we're getting down to the end. I don't know, buddy, are you finding anything? Toby, what's this? Hey, look, come here. Come here, buddy. You can see that right there. You see it? Hey. So you can see that right here, right? Looks like some coyote scat, maybe fox. It's looking very old, especially because we're just coming off winter. Right around here is the point where I feel like is the closest spots that I've seen of evidence of coyotes or other big predators. At this point, nothing's coming really close to the farm. They're keeping their distance. Toby has nightly barking, howling wars with the coyotes. You know, at dusk or even in the middle of the night, you can hear the coyotes yipping and yowling, but, you know, based on the way it sounds, they're probably, I don't know, mile away. Livestock guardian dog bark right now. It's pretty awesome to hear. You know, it's one of those things that if you didn't know he was such a goofy floofball, you would assume he's this giant dire wolf waiting to eat you. You know, being around here in the morning like this, walking around with my dog, enjoying the beauty of the farm, having this nice spring day, really makes me feel lucky that I left life in the city to come up here to northern Vermont. But yeah, just last night even, I was talking to friends of mine who were living in Boston or LA or New York or DC, and just kind of seems like chaos right now. I really recognize how lucky we were to get out, and my thoughts are really with a lot of them who are still stuck there, because it's kind of a scary time and a scary place. Come on, Toby. We're gonna go let the ducks and geese out. Let's go. everybody out. Let's go. You know, girl, you and the cayugas are always the stragglers here. Nope. Come on. Let's go. Come on. See everybody else? Woo. It's really starting to warm up here. If you guys are new to my channel, you're probably going to be shocked to see how much I actually sweat on a regular basis. Our long-term viewers are very familiar with this fact. So you might notice that I've actually put up a little bit of a temporary fence. I'm using my electric poultry netting, and I've tried to wrap it around the entire pond, plus a portion of the pasture that's flooded in. I can't use electricity with it right now because there's just still so much water on the pasture that it'll just ground it out. I mean, you can even see it right here, right? That fence is going right through the pools of water. I mean, it's not that deep. It's only maybe 6 inches or so, but still it's too deep for using electricity. I'm not that concerned with having the birds out here during the daytime. You know, between Toby and the geese wandering around, they should be fine. The fence's role is really to just keep them from wandering too far and potentially getting into trouble or getting lost or, you know, going into the woods, which I think is a much dicier proposition. Good morning, geese. Yep, you know where to go. Out we go. Come on. Yeah, it's even starting to dry out down underneath the barn here. There we go. That's what we want. Everybody's out here doing their thing. What you're seeing right here is gonna be my springtime setup, basically. I will keep this fence in place for, I don't know, at least a month, maybe a little bit longer. Really give them a chance to enjoy the pond and work over this ground a little bit. Then I'll probably try to reseed it a little bit with some better pasture grasses. And also by that point, I'll probably start my rotational grazing. This year's gonna be a little bit different than last year in that probably by, I don't know, Labor Day, I expect to have a full perimeter fence up, as I've mentioned in past videos. It's kind of fun. I'm starting to get some of the supplies I need here. I'm really hoping to get the infrastructure I need in place so that I can let everybody just go totally free range next spring and summer. Here's little Bernie. She's doing well. I've got her living in this little chicken tractor. I use it as sort of a nursery coop for young ducklings and chickens. It's kind of spacious for her. We are definitely getting a couple of silkies. We've actually identified the ones we're gonna get. We're just waiting for them to feather out a little bit more so that they can live outside. But until then, she seems like she's doing pretty well. Of course, she still has to put up with the relentless pressure of the barn cats. It's funny, Pablo will leave the ducks and geese alone, but this chicken specifically has definitely caught his attention. It's kind of ironic because if you were going to ask me who Allison's two favorite animals on the farm were, I would say it was probably Pablo and Bernie. All right, let's see how the other chickens are doing. How's it going, girls? I got a job for you today. Come on. Now it's the hard part. I gotta go get Margie. Margie, where'd you go? Huh? Well, there you are. Are you sitting on a couple eggs, girl? Huh? Oh yeah, there's at least two of them under there. Come on, Marge. I need you out. Come on, Margie. I need to get you. Come on, Marge. Come on. I sometimes wonder if wrangling chickens is going to make me like Rocky.
Chicken chasing is how we always used to train in the old days. Come on, what's the matter with you?
Feel like a Kentucky Fried Idiot.
So for the last couple of days, I've been having the chickens work out in the garden, and they're doing kind of a nice job. All three of them are getting along really well. I'm not seeing any signs of violence or birds getting overly picked on. So I really appreciate Steve and Kathy over at the Fredstead giving me those two leghorns. They are the perfect companions for Margie. You can just see them picking and scratching, working things over, getting the bugs out, making sure we don't have any pests so that we're ready to start the season very soon. Now it's time to do our egg collection. Uh-oh. Oh dear. What's going on, guys? Can I help you? Huh? How's it going, Toby? Geese treating you right? What are you doing in the Toby run, girl? Get out of here. Here we go. Toby, I'm gonna have to figure out a way that you can have your own area and get away from the birds, because you don't deserve to be harassed by geese. So I'm supervising Toby less and less around the ducks and geese. So this morning, while I'm just sort of working on a project around the farm, I'm gonna let him wander around. At least wander around within the polywire fencing. Hopefully he respects that. You gonna respect that fencing, buddy? Are you gonna respect that fencing, huh? Huh? I mean, there's plenty of space here for the ducks, the geese, and the dog all to sort of wander and do their thing. I just worry about him a little bit with like the geese trying to corner him, like I think I might have just walked in on. Because he knows not to attack them, but the geese don't know not to attack him. But I think they're all getting used to each other a little bit more, so it's not that bad. Another 12 eggs this morning. What do you think about that, Toby? Now, some of you guys might be wondering what's going on here. Well, the plan here is I'm trying to build my outdoor brooder. It's gonna be 8x7. Just started to lay the base and I'm getting everything nice and level. I'll probably make a future video about what it's like when I finally build it. Aw, geez, Margie, you flew the coop. What happened here? Ugh. I gotta chase this chicken again. Chickens, get back in your coop. Come on. Get back in the garden. Come on, chickens. Back in the garden. Let's go. Whoa. Somebody just lay that? Somebody just laid an egg. Like, oh my gosh, this thing feels so warm. Oh, that's why you guys have been trying to escape. You want a nesting box in there, huh? All right, let me figure that one out. That makes sense. A couple of them seem like midday layers where You know, sometimes in the morning I won't find any eggs, but then by lunchtime there'll be a couple in the nest. Probably miss having a spot to leave their eggs. All right, we got a little temporary nesting box here for Margie. Here you go, girl. Did you look at this lazy barn cat? What are you doing there, Pablo? You're being so lazy. You're so happy, though. It's good. It's good to see. Really tells me springtime's here.